Okay, so hello everyone. So today we are going to learn about cream soap. That is the final variation in our soap making journey. So today is going to be a basic theory of what is cream soap, what are the variations in cream soap, and how you can use it in everyday purpose. We will see one by one. Let me share my screen now. Let me know you're able to view my whole screen and my video is clear, right?
Yes.
Guys, are you able to see my screen fully?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the final topic for in our soap making journey. So it's called cream soap. Okay. So what is basically cream soap is nothing that the soap that is made from potassium hydroxide. Nowadays, people also use a dual lye soap and call it as a cream soap only. And the variations of cream soap are belly soap, shaving soap, and whipped soap. Now we will see one by one what is each and everything. So before that, we will understand some terminologies in cream soap making. Okay. So the lye, definitely we are going to use potassium hydroxide, and we will be calling the soap as a soap gel. Okay, like how in liquid soap we used to call as a soap paste. That only we are further going to dilute and make it into a liquid soap. But here we will not be diluting it. Rather, we will use that soap paste only as our soap. Okay, and some of the words they use are belly type of soaps. So the soap paste that we say, right? So for that, they will use the word those soaps made like a soap paste. They are called as belly soaps. So belly, it is actually a soap which was made in Morocco. Okay, and there only they started this habit of using a paste kind of a soap on their body rather than a solid bar of soap. And they traditionally used to make it only with their locally available olive oils, like 100% olive oil. Along with that, they used to add certain exfoliating agents. They will add the pulp of the olive. They will add the pulp of olives and also the leaves from the eucalyptus tree, and also they will use to scent that soap with eucalyptus oil. So and it is a locally made soap over there, and that's how it is made and sold widely only in Morocco as beldi soaps. It is also called as Moroccan black soap. Like how you have heard of African black soap, people in Africa, they make their own potash. That is, they don't use the lye like us. They will use the wood and other materials from the plants locally grown. That they will burn the plants. Ashes, and from that ash they will make their lye, and so the soap made will not be very solid like how we have our solid soaps. Theirs is also like a more or less like a semi paste form, and it will be very it will be looking not very beautiful and smooth. The texture of that African black soap also will be very, their surface will be very rustic looking like that. So like how we used to, they use like they make their own lye and make the soap, which is locally available in their region in Africa, and they make a soap. Same way, these Moroccan people, they use potassium hydroxide and they add it to their olive oil. Along with that, they also add the purees of olives and eucalyptus to make their soap. And these type of belty soap which they make in Morocco, they will not give a beautiful lather, like just like how castile soap doesn't give a very nice lather, even though it is supposed to be one of the gentlest soaps for the skin, but you need to allow it to cure like for 6 months at least, because it is made out of only olive oil, so the salts of olive oil to form will take time. So same way, these belly soap also needs to be cured if you are making only with olive oil. But there are other variations nowadays. What people use is they follow the same technique of making the belly soaps, like how the Moroccan people use, but they don't use olive oil or only olive oil and olive paste. Rather, they used other ingredients, like they use a combination of oils and they add the purees of their choice and colorants and fragrances, and the soap will be very like a paste form, and you can fill it in a tub. So that is how they use the variation of belly is being made by many soapers nowadays. Then you have this cream soap or shaving soap. So what does that shaving soap means? Previously, I mean, in the olden days and all, when men had to groom themselves, they used to groom only with the solid soaps. But the solid soaps, they don't give out the lather which is long lasting. Like, and also the lather produced in the solid soap will not be very dense and thick, but so only they introduced this cream soap, wherein the main content of that soap is actually high stearic acid. So as long as the soap has high stearic acid content in it, the bubbles that is being produced will be very dense, and it will be very the foam will be very creamy, and also the bubbles will last longer in a cream soap. So that's why they started making these shaving soap, and they used to sell as a cakes, like a circular disc. And the beauty of it is, like, it will be very hard. The soap produced will be very hard. You need to you need to make the lather, like you have to take you have to dip that brush, that shaving brush, in a small amount of water, and put it on that rub it on the surface of that soap to build the lather. So once that lather is built, it will be very thick and luxurious and foamy, and it will not, the bubbles will not dissipate faster, like it will not break down faster. It will be long lasting. So it will be very easy for them to trim their beard and shave and all that. So that was used. But now we have other options like shaving foam. With the advancement of surfactants, we have made even more latherous products with the help of surfactants. But still, some traditional barbers or some traditional men still prefer this shaving soap. And also, one more thing for the shaving soap is they are really long lasting. Like once you make like 100-gram batch of that shaving soap, it is going to last you at least for 3 to 6 months. Even though you shave it quite often, it's not going to like melt away faster. Again, this is due to the high stearic acid content. And the next type of soap is called as the whipped soap. So what happens in whipped soap is they make the soap like how they make the belly soap, and then what they do is they allow the soap to like cure for like 3 to 4 weeks, or even sometimes 2 to 3 months also they allow it to cure. Here in whipped soap, they don't use the word cure. Rather, they will say the word as rot. Rot means doesn't mean it's going to get spoiled. That is the terms they used in the soaping community. Just that I mean, rot here means it is going to get the saponification is going to get mellowed, and like just like how we say solid soaps are getting cured, these soap paste is getting mellowed, we can say. So I won't use the word rot. So it is becoming more soft and pliable. So as it loosens and it becomes pliable, it is very easy for us to whip the soap. So what do you mean by whipping the soap is you take a small amount of the paste and you use a stand mixer or a handheld whisk machine that you have, electronic one, and you continuously whip it just like how you whip a cream. Like that you whip a soap. So the more you start whipping your soap, it is going to double in volume, and also it will be nice white and thick and creamy looking, just like how you make your I mean, people who make their frosting for their cake and all, no, it will be of the same consistency, just that you have just whipped your soap by introducing a lot of air in it. So what happens when you introduce a lot of air in it is the resulting soap will become very, very light, and it will be like as if a cloud of you have just kept a cloud in your container, and you can easily pipe it. And you can people have also started using additives to that whipped soap, and they can add sugars, or they can add other exfoliants like coffee and like almond powder, or even walnut shell. So those mild exfoliants they can add, and they can make it into a scrub soap. So those are the variations we are going to learn in cream soap. Okay. So first we will see about the Beldi soap. It is also known by different names in different regions. So in Morocco, they will say as a Moroccan black soap. And in France and other European countries, it is called as Savon Noir. So Beldi, it is derived from the Moroccan word beld, which means country or territory or property or land. The word Beldi means it's a place. Okay, it denotes a place. So, and then it is this Beldi type of soap was widely used in hammams in Turkey. So hammams is like in Romans, they used to have these public baths, right? The same way in Morocco, they have many public saunas, like, steam bath. So people go in these public places, they relax themselves, they they go as a group. Okay, it's not like for one person, it is like people will be in groups in the public sauna. So they go in groups, and they they have a relaxing time. They There is a lot. First they will go to um, they'll go to the coldest area of that sauna, and then slowly they will move towards the hotter part, and slowly as the heat comes in contact with their skin, their pores are getting exposed. Okay, so they will open up the pores, like just like how when you do the facial, they will do the steam facial for you, and you're opening up your pores. So same way in that sauna, with that high steam, your pores will get opened up. So once the pores is open, they have a special type of gloves. Okay, uh, it's called as a kesa glove, and it is made from the wool of the goat hair. Okay, So what they will do, they will take this Kesa glove and they will apply the Beldi paste on all over your skin, and after applying it on your skin, they will use that glove and slowly try to exfoliate your skin. So because that Beldi soap has some amount of the pulp of olives and also the leaves of eucalyptus, all these are like they act as a natural exfoliating agents, and so they exfoliate your skin. So by the time you finish, like you're completing your exfoliation and you finish taking your bath in the sauna, your skin will be like really supple and soft and it will really glow. So that was how this Beldi soap is still famous even in Morocco. They still do that, and it will be like a good experience for people. So the main use of the Beldi soap is it is more of a cleansing and exfoliating thing for the whole body. It is a good experience for people who want to experience, some relaxation, and it is more of a luxury kind of thing. So if you're making belly soaps even for yourself, so it is more like a more what to say like a premium variety of soap, than a regular bar soap. So belly soap means it will be even more exclusive, and it is more a premium quality. Okay, next we will see about cream soap or shaving soap. So here it refers to a soap that is whipped. So this will be your soap, and here and they will keep a small amount of it, or they will keep the entire soap in a container, little bit of water on it, and use this shaving brush, and they will slowly try to build the lather, and then the foam, you can see it is very very dense and thick, just like how when we use these the foam that we get when we those commercially available detergents, the liquid soaps that we use for washing our laundry, how much amount of foam it produces, almost the same type of foam. But if you see at the type of foam, it will be the bubbles or the foam will be very dense. So that is how it is very useful. If the foam is very dense and thick, the bubbles will not burst immediately, they will last longer, and so it is useful when we are shaving our hair. And it is usually this type of cream soap and shaving soap is made from potassium using dual lye, and these soaps, they have very high content of stearic acid. So the stearic acid only helps to create stable lather and glide, and produce this dense foam. So why they were using this shaving soap is that it softens the beard and it gives them a close shave. And also it is easy, the razor is able to easily glide on the skin when we use the shaving soap. And also it protects us from the razor burn, and also one more advantage of having using a shaving soap is that it is a value for money, meaning it will last you a long time, like you don't have to keep buying it every month like that. Then we will see about the cream or the whipped soap. So here, as I told, the soap that we make is actually whipped. After making the soap, that soap paste, we will allow it to like cure for like 3 to 4 weeks, or even 2 to 3 months, and so that the more we allow it to, like, left it out like that in the container, the soap crystals that is being formed, it will be more soft and pliable, and so it is easy for us to whip like that. Okay, the freshly made ones, the cream soap, the dual lye soap, it will be very little bit harder to, it will not be very, kind of like a chapati dough, we can say. And the more you allow it to rest and take its time and complete its reaction, it will be even more pliable and very soft. And most of the cream soap is made using Duvalai. And here also in the cream soap, it is only the stearic acid that is going to give you a increased foam, and the foam will be very dense and thick. So, and this cream soap, we can use it in, we can purpose it as in multiple ways. Like we can use it as a whipped soap, or directly we just whip it and we can apply it on our body, or else we can add exfoliants like sugar and other exfoliating agents, and we can use them as scrubs. These are some of the pictures of the whipped soap. So if you just whip the soap, it will be like this. You add certain exfoliating agents like sugar or coffee or apricot shell or walnut shell, then you will get different variations in it. Now we will see how we will make the shaving soap. So that is the first soap that we are going to make on Thursday. So here we are going to use a dual eye only for making our soap. So we will heat our oils and in a double boiler to 70 degrees Celsius, and we will prepare the lye solution. The lye solution and the oils can be somewhere in the same ratio, 65 to 55 to 60. Then we will blend both oils and lye, and we will blend it with a stick blender. And then we will place them in the double boiler or in a crock pot and continue to blend till the soap starts to gel like this. And then once it starts to gel, then we will add our additives, like we will add our glycerin. So because the shaving soap is very cleansing, if the cleansing will be too high, and we don't want little bit, we want little bit of that oiliness to be there, and we don't want it to be too cleansing. So we will add some humectants to it. So glycerin we will add, and we will also add our essential oils just for fragrance. And then once it is uh, like we have added all the additives, then we will put it into molds. Usually we will prefer a circular mold, or else you can put it any cavity molds, or you want to cut them. If you have a circular mold, like people use those Pringles cans, even they use pipe also, the PVC pipe also, to make their circle shaped soaps. So you can also use a circular container if you have. So it's, I mean, the molds and all is entirely your choice. So once you pour it into the mold, you can unmold it after 24 hours, and then same way you allow it to cure for like 2 to 3 weeks, and you can start using your shaving soap. The foam produced will be very dense, so it will be like this. And that is why it is, this shaving soap is different from our normal solid soaps. Even though we add in our normal soap, like we add goat milk, we will add sugars and all that to increase our bubbles. The bubbles in shaving soap will be very dense because of the high stearic acid content. So this will be the formulation for the class in the next next class we will be doing this shaving soap, and I will share this formulation once again with you. We are going to do a dual lye shaving soap. Okay, and I have chosen um, that I have not mentioned here. Okay, I've chosen like 40 percentage sodium hydroxide and 60 percentage potassium hydroxide. So for in shaving soaps and for shaving soaps, we will generally keep the sodium hydroxide percentage little high. Remember, in liquid soaps, I told it's only like from 5 to 20 percentage only. But in shaving soap, since it can be, we want a solid bar anyways. So we will keep our sodium hydroxide levels high, like around we can start from 30 to we can even go up to 50 percentage. And also, I will be teaching you how to do a belly soap. We will not be using olive oils and olives. You can use, but we don't get fresh olives anyway. You can try with canned olives, even though those work. But we will be making other puree. Like I was thinking, we can make mint belly soap. Since it's summer season, we can do like that. So procedure for making the belly soap is also going to be the same. So you have to make a dual lye for the belly soap also, or you for the belly soap you can also use a single lye if you want to use a single lye. And we will be doing the hot process method. So you heat up your oils and you heat up and your lye solution you prepare at that time, and you mix the lye and the oils, and then you stick blend it. And once the mashed potato stage is reached, we will add in the additives, like whatever purees you want to add, you can put it in that. And super fat, if you're going to add any super fat, that time you can use that. And then allow the soap to cook. And then once it reaches the Vaseline stage, you can add in your colors and essential oils, and you can store in the container. So allow the soap to cure for 2 weeks, and then it is good to use. So then for cream soap, how will you do is the same method. You will do the same method for like belly soap only. Only thing is after making the soap, you will allow it to rest for like 3 to 4 weeks, or even up to 2 months you can wait. And then you will whip it. So using a whipper, this is the whipper attachment. You will whip your soap, and your soap will look something like this. Because it has introduced a lot of air in it, it will be like very creamy looking, just like how you make your frosting for the cake. Like that it will look. And then once it is whipped well, either you can pipe it like that, or you can add your additives like sugar and exfoliants. So here in cream soap also, the sodium hydroxide we are using is 30 to 50 percentage, just like our shaving soap. And here also, when we are selecting the oils, we have to select oils such a way that they have high amount of stearic acid content. So to know which oils are high in stearic acid content, most of the butters, like especially coconut butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, they all have good amount of stearic acid. And also you can use soybean oil, soya oil. Those also have a good stearic acid content in them. And if you don't want to use stearic acid, you can go for soy flakes. The ones which you use for making candle. The same one you can use for making these kind of cream soap, and also shaving soap, because the stearic acid is important. They had to be high in amount. So if you don't want to use stearic acid, then these are the other alternatives that we can use. So that's it, guys, for today's. Any questions or doubts you can ask me. We
Ma'am.
will be doing the practicals of it in the next class. That is on Thursday. We will be doing.
Soumya ma'am, Thursday I'll not be able to join in, so I'll be watching the video. I'm out of town.
Because even Sunita told she is not available on Thursday. So otherwise, what I'll do, I'll just record it and I will post it. Is that okay with you guys?
Ma'am, I'll be watching the video only if
Yes, it's okay.
everyone
Okay.
no issues for
Because
me.
Sunita also messaged that she will not be able to join on the Thursday. So if you and Sunita are both not able to join, then probably I will record it. I'll not do a live session. I'll record it and I will post that recording in the group.
If that is okay with Shushma, then it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, Shushma is not a student. She's one of the other members. I mean, she's like she's one of the member of the Plans Academy. So
Then,
you guys are only students.
okay, then it's fine. Then it's fine. And
Okay.
one more question, ma'am. Actually, na, I tried
Yeah.
Manjista soap. In one
Okay.
bar, in 1 bar of 100 gram, it was a good color. But in another bar, color disappeared when it cured. Why, ma'am?
Magista doesn't disappear that easily. I mean, it lasts longer only. I don't know. Did you you got the whole herb and you make it into a powder and add, or how you add it?
I just infused that in sunflower oil, whole herb, sun,
Okay, okay. Hmm.
for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I used it. In addition to it, I used that Onoto seeds also, infused Onoto seeds in sunflower, so that कि color अच्छा आ जाए. लेकिन वो color उड़ गया, बिल्कुल ही उड़ गया.
एनाटो थोड़ा लाइट हो जाएगा क्योंकि वो येलो कलर है. वो एनाटो गिव्स अ येलो कलर. सो थोड़े टाइम के बाद वो फेड हो जाता है. बट मंजिष्टा जब मैं यूज करती हूँ तो वो बिल्कुल फेड नहीं होता. क्योंकि पता नहीं आपको और सुनीता दोनों को ये मंजिष्टा के साथ क्यों हो रहा है मुझे नहीं पता.
How you use it, ma'am? Let me know. हम वैसे use कर लेंगे.
I add it as I mean, I have the whole herb. So what I do, I powder the herb and I add it to the lye solution. And I also add some amount of it as a powder only to my soap. Maybe that is the reason. And also I add clay also. Maybe all this is making it, I mean, the soap doesn't fade for me. I make pink calamine clay. That has calamine clay as well as Manjista only. It has never faded for me. I mean, I'm surprised why is
Might
Manjista
be,
fading for you guys.
might be the reason the way we are using and the way you are using. I'll try the way you suggested me now.
Okay. You try to add in as much ways of possible, no? Maybe that way the intensity, because you're infusing it, see, sunflower oil, you're not going to use 100%, no, you're going to use like 30 or 30% or less than that only, right? For your total oils. So maybe when you're using it less, the intensity of that manjishta is going down, no? When you mix it with other non-infused oils. So maybe that is the reason, but it should not fade only. Maybe you can get a lighter color, but it doesn't fade. Manjishta never fades. But the Anato does fade. Yeah. Anato fades, that I know, but it doesn't fade immediately. Like it will take at least 6 months. You can see the color of Anato.
I'll try the way you are suggesting me. And one thing more, ma'am. I
Yeah.
tried to make the marble soap.
Okay.
Half of the batter I made it white, and half of the batter I colored it. Natural colors only.
Okay.
When
Okay.
I wasn't knowing whether it was really stable or not, the fragrance I added.
Okay.
Although I asked from the vendor, but he said that it is CP stable, but it was not. When
Okay.
it was a medium trace. Both the mixtures was at medium trace, and
Okay.
then I added whole of the this fragrance to white batter.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
ma'am, I actually it was my mistake. I just whipped. Sorry. And
No, it's
when I added the fragrance to white batter, the it exfoliated.
okay.
And then I tried कि चलो कोई बात नहीं, let's have a try. I immediately poured both the mixtures. Although the colored one was in a medium trace, that exfoliated, that was in a semi-solid state. Then I
Okay.
poured it into the mold. Then
Hmm.
onto it I poured the colored mixture.
Okay.
Today I unmolded it.
Hmm.
Although it is fine, nothing is there, but the surface area, ऊपर वाला जो area
Hmm.
है, ऊपर वाला, that is little crumbled, जैसे
Okay.
दाने दाने. What is the reason, and is the soaps not usable, or ये क्यों हुआ?
Maybe crumble means it is like the everything is cracks. You're saying, or like how is it? Very rough like that.
It is rough. It's not cracked. It is rough. Means जैसे छोटे छोटे दाने दाने नहीं आते.
Okay.
It's
Maybe
not.
yeah, that fragrance has caused this to your soap. I think so. Fragrance can be the culprit.
And I should discard it, or it's still usable.
No, it's okay. You just leave it like that. See why certain fragrances, even though they say it's CP stable, they especially the floral based fragrances, the scents they will say some as floral, musky, spicy, these are the names generally they will give for fragrances, right? So
Mhm.
the floral fragrance, any fragrance you take, they do accelerate a little bit. That is their nature, probably, I think. But yeah, you have to keep buying from vendors, who you try in very small batches, like I'm telling 10 grams and 15 grams soap. You try and mixing without doing any, uh, like techniques and all that, just to see how good the fragrance behaves. You try with your fragrances, and then only you put those tested fragrances to your experiment, to your designs. Like you want to make a swirl, you want to make these kind of marbled effect. So you need to check the fragrance, and then only you have to like go ahead with making a bigger batches. Even I'm saying 100-gram batch. You first try with very small batch, because and sometimes what happens, the white color is titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide is known to naturally accelerate your soap. Okay. Even though you used slow moving oils, still TD will accelerate your soap. So that also is there. Then fragrances also sometimes will try to accelerate your soap, even though you're soaping at a very low temperature. Even if you soap at very low temperature, sometimes there is a chance of like false trace and all that. So it takes time, and with how that oils and the fragrance behaves, you have to like keep trying and seeing what works for you the best. Like we can say all these theory part of it, but when it comes practical, every day we will be finding new problems with it. So yeah, it can be a little bit frustrating also sometimes when we want to try out new designs and new techniques, but uh, it does take some practice to get there, but you will get there eventually.
Now, what should I do, ma'am, with this bar of soap? Is it I should
You just leave it like that. You allow it to cure, and then you use it and see how it feels. Like once after 1 or 2 washes, is it okay? Or if it's still crumbly, the soap is very crumbly, then probably you need to rebatch it.
It is not very much crumbly. It is the
Okay.
the bottom surface area is smooth. Sides
Okay.
area is smooth. Only the upper layer is little bit
Okay.
very thin layer. It is crumbly.
Okay. Then it's okay. Just leave it like that. Allow it to cure.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Done. You will say each and every day she has another very big good new problem with.
That happens even for like we've been soaping for so many years. Still some or the other issue will come up, with color. This color didn't appear good, or it be some, micas also. What will happen, the color of the mica will be one color, but as soon as you put it in the oil, they will change completely. But once it is cured, then it will be back to the original form. So that also is there. Like we cannot predict sometimes, even though we have the knowledge of everything, sometimes something or the other will sometimes misbehave with us. So we have to be prepared for everything.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I'll see you on Thursday. I will do the recording, and I'll post it. Anyway, if you're not able to view the live also on Thursday, we will be doing somewhat similar only. The Belvy soap I will be teaching, and also the whipped cream soap. So with those two, I think you can somehow manage of. See, these names, or these are not like completely like new soap that I'm only teaching. So people have already been doing all these things, just that they have made it like liquid soaps means it should be like this, whipped soap means it should be like this, shaving soap means it should be, they have made it like a category like that. So that is why I want you all to know at least the different categories of soap. The soap means with oils and lye, what all possible things you can make, we are trying to cover up in this soap making course. I don't think any of them will be teaching in such detail about liquid soaps and cream soaps and other type of soaps. They don't teach. I'm not seeing anyone teaching it. So yeah, it will be a good learning experience for you guys also, and for me also, because I have not been doing liquid soaps and cream soaps for a very long time. Like in my initial soap making journey, I started making them, but then I completely stopped because liquid soaps nowadays people only prefer the surfactant based ones, and even the whipped soap also they prefer the surfactant based ones. So let's see if you all are interested. Maybe even we will include that also as a new course: surfactant based liquid soaps and whipped soaps. Okay, guys. So see you all on next Thursday with our shaving soap. Bye.
ठीक आहे. माझी मुलगी
Okay.
तिकडे
Thank you.
माझी मुलगी तिकडे
The meeting has ended. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.